We're on.
We're on.
Cool. Awesome.
Hey team. No one's there yet.
No one's here yet, but no, it's alright.
We'll just wait a few minutes.
We'll just sit here and eat chocolate
Yes.
while we wait. Have you got an egg there? I'll
Yes.
give you a bunny. I've got another bunny. I've got two bunnies. And, look at this horrible looking one. It's got blue and yellow.
I lost all my eggs.
I don't. I hope everyone's getting this because we decided to do it just straight from the page instead of from the event.
Well, it should be
Should be fine.
oh yeah, we got 3. We got
Bit of a delay.
Oh,
The cabooses are in. Awesome.
Alright.
The Baranowskis.
Now, well, I did want
The
to
legends.
check. Is the sound better today than what it was the other day?
Yeah, because the second video, Happy Easter, guys.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. Not Merry Christmas, even though I went and saw, when I went down the street, they were selling chocolate marshmallow Santas. At the IGA. Oh!
Uh-oh.
You beauty. Move the paper.
I told you I didn't like that coffee cup.
We've spilt coffee. Anyway,
You need to go and up then.
fuck. I'm not supposed to swear.
Uh-oh. I'll sort that. You talk to the crowd.
Yeah, so how's the sound going, guys? Because the last one was a bit rubbish, but the one before was really good. So I've just tried to stuff with the Happy Easter, Happy Easter.
When we
Just let us know how the sound is.
when we watched it back, it was a bit, what's the word?
It was a bit quiet.
Bit muffled, yeah.
We're going to draw. Mind my language. I know I've already dropped one. The first one of 3 streams.
I know. It was only because we spilled a coffee.
It was only because we spilled a coffee. But no, it was, I didn't mean to. I apologise. There will be no more language from here on in. I hope. Let's just move all these pencils and papers that I can use. Awesome. All right. Spot on. Cool. Jack said the sound is great. So
Awesome.
That's good.
That's good.
Awesome. All right, well, let's start drawing, eh? Today, it's Easter. Happy Easter. Happy Chocolate Day. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw the Easter Bunny. Now, I actually saw a tutorial from another artist that I love, and he did one, and he made it look like really mean. So I thought that was a cool idea. I'm just going to do a nice Easter Bunny, but then later on, if you want to give him evil eyes, sharper teeth, bit of goo coming out of his mouth, whatever, then you can add that. Like I said, like this is just my version of the Easter Bunny. You guys can just do your version off this. Like make changes, change the colour, give him crazy eyes, all that sort of stuff. So that'd be cool. Alright, so let's go on the paper. You ready, Ames?
Yeah.
Alright. Have you got all your chocolate eggs there? Awesome. Now that we've just finished dropping stuff, and there's going to be no more language. Alright. Now, usually, if you guys, anyone who's done it before, like in the past, I've always started with the eyes. Like when I did Homer, again, I started with the eyes, nose, mouth, head, ears, and that's, hair. Same with Batman, started with the eyes, and then I went from there. I'll give him a smiley face this time. So today's different. I'm not starting with the eyes today. With the Easter Bunny, I'm starting with the nose. So right there. I'll start over here. Alright, so that's my that's not my centre line. Centre line is, so I'll do a different centre line. So that's my centre line there. Alright, so don't worry about that line. That's just so I can see where you guys are. So I always start with the nose. Now when I do, there's 2 ways to do a nose. I just do, a simple way is just a circle. Or the other way is you can do, because bunnies have sort of a triangle nose, you can do round at the top and a bit like that. So I think I'll do that one. I like that nose. So I'm going to start by doing his nose like that. Okay. I'll do a second one over here. And I'll do this one a circle. So there's the triangle, the sort of weird look, it's like a triangle with a curved top. I'm sure that has a name, and if I was in school I would have known it. How you going there, Ames?
I just have to sharpen my pencil.
Yep. Awesome.
Here we go.
All good? No worries. And make sure you put the nose low enough because Easter Bunny's got ears.
Oh.
So you want to do it lower in the page.
Yeah,
not all the way down because you still want the bottom of his head. But say his head's going to be about that big. We're going to need this sort of space up here. We're going to need this space up here for his ears. Okay. Now, what I do now is I start the front of his head. Now, I don't know what you call it, the mouth. So from here, I just go sort of from the side of the nose, not all the way up, just from the side, and I just go sort of around to there. So how I might mark that is at the bottom of the nose. The bunnies always have that thing there, the split in their mouth, so I might put a line there. How'd you go? Yep. Just a little, like the height of the nose, the height of that line.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then I'm going to go from here. Now, I won't go right next to it. I'm going to go wide out here a bit. So the width of the nose again, and then maybe half that again. So a bit over here. And then what I'm going to do is from that crease there, from the bottom of the crease, I'm going to do a big round line like that. So, like that. So I'll do it again over here. So there's the middle. And then... How's yours looking?
Yeah, looks
Amy's
good.
looking good. Alright. Then, underneath his teeth, again, I'll do another little line like that. And then I'm going to do like a U. And it's going to start over here. And then go like that, like a big U. And that will be his teeth. So I'll do it again over here. So I'll go like that. And his teeth. How's everyone going? Everyone going alright?
Yeah, I think
Everyone's
that's
keeping
good.
up?
Yeah.
Alright. Someone's asking where my beverage is. Not yet. Not yet. I did have a coffee and it's everywhere. But it's all good. Now, from here, now what I do is I just do a little mouth on the side. So what I do is I start here and I go around like that. Just like that. Starting here. And I might even give a little bit of a, like that. Around like that. And remember, everything I do is just curves. It's just a curve like this, a curve like that, a curve like that, a curve like that, and a couple of straight lines. And everything is that. Straight line, curve. Curve, straight line, curve. How you going there, Ames? Perfect. Good one, Ames. Alright. Now, what we do now is a little bit of one of these. Alright, so I'll do it over here. I should have done that first. And then if anyone remembers when I did the tongue the other day, I did a mouth, and then I just, that's not very good. So here, I did a mouth, and then a tongue, all I did was that. And that's what I want you to do, just up here, just a little like that, like that. How'd you go, Ames?
I think so.
I think you're doing well.
Looks a bit like a leaf.
You're doing really well. Alright, so let's go back over here. Now, see how this line goes over like that? We're going to imagine and keep it going through. So sort of about here at the top of the nose, we're just going to do a little flick like that. Okay? A little flick like that. How you going there, Ames? That's it. And look, again, if you like, I'm doing these in single lines like that. If you're having trouble getting that whole line, just do it slowly. You don't have to. Good.
Bless you.
Coronavirus.
That's not true.
That's not true. I think the cat slept outside my window, and maybe I've got the sniffles. All right, so let's keep going from there. Now back down to the mouth. Now see that bottom line there that you've done right there. I want you to do a line next to it that sort of goes, and like give it a bit of a gap, but start over here and then go like that. Okay, so it's sort of like an upside down U, and then a little U. Okay, an upside down U, and then when you get to there, you just do a little U like that.
Okay.
All right, how you going with that? You going good? Thank you. Slacker said, "Bless you." What a good let. Oh, cool. The kids are on it. That's awesome. G'day, Nicola. How are you, mate? I can't wait to tattoo you again. That was so good. What great timing. Anyways, so where we go from here? So what I'm going to do is we're going to do back to this line over here. Okay, so we've done that bridge bit. Now I just want you to do sort of a, it's going to be a line like this, just like a flat U sort of thing, like a curve, just a small curve, but from say about halfway till about there. To just to where the lip sort of goes, and just do a line like that. Again, a line like that. How's yours going, Ames?
Yeah, good. This is a bit harder than our other drawings.
It is a bit, but look, the kids did such a good job.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just stuffing around there. The kids did such a good job. I thought, you know, with this Easter bunny, it'll be a little bit harder, but it's going to look so good. Now, what we're going to do is one of the eyes. Now, this eye, it's going to go from, say, there and from about there, I reckon. And what this is going to be a big eye. Like Homer's got big round eyes. This isn't going to be round. It's going to be sort of a upside down U shape. So what we do is we go up and down like that. So again, from say the edge of the nose and a little bit there, and just up and down. And again, if it's hard doing that in one hit, but you can do little strokes, just a little bit, and then do it, and then go until you get that whole shape. All right. Now we're going to do sort of the same thing again, only this time we're going to go from say over here, sorry. We're going to do the same sort of shape again. So we want to get the same sort of height. Probably from not right over here, probably just from inside where the nose goes. And we're going to make it go over, but we're going to make it stop here. Okay, so we go over and stop. And if you want, you can start here, go over and down. You don't have to start here, you can start here. But you want the line to start either here or here and finish there or there. Okay? I'll do it again over here. So I'll do it from here this time. So go over a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. How's everyone going? Amy's keeping up. She's doing well.
Yeah,
I reckon yours. Right. Amy's looking good. You want to show Amy's for a sec?
No, wait till the end.
I reckon you're doing a good job.
Thank you.
All right. Now, see where this line is here? Or this line here. This is a better view. So what I'll do, we'll leave a gap. But from here, we want to go up, around, and then down to about there. Okay? So up, around, and stop there.
Oh, so don't meet up with that
Don't meet up with that line. If you do, it doesn't matter. It's going to look cool. And remember, these are the light lines. We're going to go over them again later with darker lines. All right, so up, and over. Awesome. Amy's is looking good. Everyone's keeping up. Lauren says hers is a little wonky, but that's cool. With any luck, a couple of drinks, we'll all be wonky. All right. Now, I'm going to do inside. I like doing the eyes last, just because I like filling in the eyes last. Now, over here, we're going to do the front of his eye. Now, Homer, see over here, we've got that front of the eye, and we go up. We're going to do the same with him. We're going to go up and just a little like that. Just a little like that. All right. And then we're going to go sort of up and around like that. Up. That's probably a bit high. Probably there. Just a little sort of a line like. Again, if you can't do it in one hit, you just go. All right. Now this bit, this is a huge line. You ready? We're going to go from, say, about here, sort of halfway, like not quite halfway, maybe a little bit forward. So if you've got a halfway line like that, between the two eyes, you go forward a bit, and then you're just going to go one big line up, like, oh, I might have to move this down a bit.
No, just move the camera.
Move the camera up a bit.
Yeah,
there you go. From here, and you just go up. You can go up as high as you like, but I'm probably only going to go probably about there. Remember, these are light lines, so I can draw as many of these as I like. They don't matter till the end. So I'm going to go up like that. And it's not going to be straight. It's going to be sort of a curve. Sort of a curve like that. Not heaps curvy, just a little bit of a curve. Sort of like your hand's going to naturally go that way, so just like that. How'd you go, Ames?
Yeah, good.
Killing it. Now this one, this is another big one. Now you're going to go from that point here, and you're going to come down sort of about half, like just a bit down lower than the top of his eyes. So if the top of his eyes are there, you can come down a bit. Now this is a big line. Now I'm going to do it one big swift one. You're going to come right out here. And the reason I'm doing that is because some bunnies, their ears go straight up. But some bunnies, they have floppy ears. And these, I'm making floppy ears because I like the bunnies with floppy ears.
Floppy, yeah, okay.
Okay, so I'll do it over here again. And then go.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's going to be a second.
Rebecca, thank you. This is so good. That's awesome. That's good to know. That's good to hear. Thank you. How you going there, Ames? Now up here where that top is, it's not going to be sharp. It's going to be curved. But later on when we do the darker pens, that's when we'll make it curvy. Okay? Yeah. Like I said, these are all just guidelines. All right, now. Now you're going to keep that going. You don't want it to go all the way over to the head. But you want it to come sort of close. So curve it around like that. So curve it around like that. Oh, good. The slacker girls are having a go too. And that's awesome. And I've heard you've been out walking. That's so good. And from there, so you've got that sort of bottom of you there. You good, yeah, Ames? And then you're going to come up to about, say, not all the way to this line. Maybe short. Maybe just about here. You know, just there, that rough sort of area. And you're going to go up and bang. Again. So about there. Again, it's a big line. So if you need to do it in bits, do it in bits.
I like my ear.
You like your ear?
It's a little bit different to yours, but I like it.
Hey, they don't have to be the same as this. Going so good. Oh, Alyssa's doing it on her iPad.
Oh, wow. That's fancy.
She's going to have to teach me that one day. All right. Now, where this line ends here, you're going to come back. Maybe a couple centimetres, maybe a centimetre or two, give or take. Whatever you like. And from there, now you're going to do a different... Now, the last line was like that. This one is going to be not straight, curved, but curved that way. You're going to go from here to about... Not all the way over here, just to about here. And you're going to go like that. Okay. So I'll do it again over here. So from about there to about there, and then bang, like that. Alright, now this one's going to be, now, Bunny's got 2 ears, so let's do the other ear, okay? Now, this one's going to be a little bit harder, but that's fine. But we're going to give it a gap, so this ear starts here, we're going to come across to here. I'm going to start about there, and then that one went that way, this one's going to go that way, okay? That one went that way, this one's going to go that way. So I'm going to start here, and I'm going to go up about, that's a small gap, that's going to be a bigger gap, so you want it to come this out here. And so I'm going to go that way, like that. Okay, maybe a bit straighter, but like that. And again, if it's a bit hard, just do it a little bit at a time. A little bit at a time. We spill more stuff.
I'm spilling everything now.
Okay, and then you get that line. Now this line, I want you to give a bit of a curve at the top like that, bit of a curve like that. Okay, and then we're going to do a big line. Now I'm going to go over the top of this, but that's fine. Yeah, we'll do this one first. Now again, we want it to be about the same width. Oh, see the inside of the ear, it's alright, we'll go out here. Now again, if I'm going to go, imagine there. Same. It's got to go down to the bottom, the same sort of width. So you go around, and it's going to come in, and it's going to come in close to the eye, but not too close. But you want it to be about the same width. If this one's a little bit wider, that's fine. Like that. So I'll do it again over here. Put it here like that. And do that U again. That U at the bottom. The U at the bottom. The U at the bottom. How's everyone going? Is everyone going alright? Am I going too fast?
Just 1 second.
Because I'm using Amy as my guide. That's cool. Alright.
Just wait 1 second. Let me get this a bit better.
You're going well. Hello and happy Easter to everyone from Abby. Thank you, Abby. That's awesome. How good's Easter? Chocolate for breakfast.
Yes.
Well, that's what it's like in this house. All right. So now from here, again, see how I went that line up like that? Well, this line is going to go up. It's sort of going to work like parallelish to that. That's a word.
Parallelish?
So we're going to go up from there, and we're going to go up here till about there as well. So up to there. Okay, so I'll do it over here as well. So I'm going to go up to about there. And again, it's a big line. These are big lines.
Does this join up somewhere?
No, that just sits there like that. It doesn't join. There's supposed to be a gap there, so I'll just get, so here, see how I've made a gap there? There's a gap there, like there. More like this one. This is my rough, this is my bit of rough. Okay. And then from there, from say here, so we go back down here. So we go back down here to the top of that loop there, and we go up and we just go bang. Draw that line to the ear.
Righto.
Draw that line to the ear.
Huh.
And look, these guys are a little bit different. He's got a longer ear, shorter ear, but that's fine. However it turns out, that's cool. How'd you go in there, Ames?
Yeah, I think I'm good.
It's coming good. All right, now, this is where you can do whatever you like with the eyes. Now, the eyes, you can have them, so they're over here, like this. So you put them both to this side, and that way, he's looking at you. Isn't he? He's looking at you. You go like that. And what I do with my eyes is I'll do like a big circle like that. And then I'll do a sort of another circle inside like that. And then I'll colour that bottom bit in. And that gives him that big, doe-eyed, what a legend look. So I'll do it again.
How do I do crazy eyes?
Alright, now this is my favourite one. So crazy eyes, what I do is I put this one up a bit higher, so I'll go up like this. And then I'll do the circle and then fill that in. And then down the bottom. And there.
Yeah, that's
crazy eyes. There you go on there. Amy's doing crazy eyes.
I'm just gonna do me crazy eyes.
Maybe, and make sure that that circle is still a decent size. It takes up a good chunk. You don't want like, well, you can do, but you don't want it to be little. You want to really open that up. I could have even opened them up a bit more, but that's fine. It's cool. All right.
Wait 1 sec. I've got to do my other eye.
You doing your other eye? Good job. Hammy said that my eyes made her laugh when she looked at the camera. I can't wait to see Hammy's. That's going to be so good. All right, now, the nose. The same thing I did with the eyes, I'm going to do with the nose. So I started doing it before, but I just want to do sort of a circle, like a U, like a flatter U, and then again, colour that bit in. And it makes it look like he's got a shiny top of the nose. Can you see that? So I'll do it again over here. I'll do a bit of a circle.
Yeah.
And then a shiny top of the nose. Now we've only got a couple more things to do, and this bad boy will be finished. Alright, so what a few bunnies have? They have dots in here.
Whiskers.
And they're whiskers. So what I do is I'll do some little circles. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'll do them again over here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All good?
That's good. I like the circles.
And then from here, I'm just going to flick out some whiskers. Now again, you can make the whiskers this long, you can make them this long. So on this one, I'm just going to go from, just sort of, not from the dots, just sort of on the edge here, but inside and just go 1, 2, 3. I'll do it again over here. I'll make these ones curvier, so 1. Because he's got crazy eyes. So his hair's going to be all over the place. Okay, and then over here again. Sort of from the edge, see if there's an imaginary line there. You go 1, 2, 3. Nicole said hers looks like a puppy dog. Yeah, you're on that. Yeah, I've drawn a few of these in the past, and they've looked a bit Pluto-y.
He does kind of look a little Pluto-y, doesn't he?
Yeah. And then the one thing I do is I colour in that bit of the mouth. So the tongue, you can see the tongue. See what I mean? Can you see that?
I'm just realising that's a mouth.
That is a mouth.
I thought it was like maybe an ear.
Nah, that's a mouth. That's his mouth.
Oh, that's funny. Alright, so we just colour that in.
Yep. And then just one more line. And it's just, he's got an eyebrow here, so his other eyebrow, just like that. Just like that. Doesn't have to be big, doesn't have to go all the way across, just a flick. Just a flick. And that is the Easter Bunny.
That's cool. Alright, well,
I'll show
I
you.
haven't really done many dark lines yet. I'll work on this after, and I'll do some colouring.
Yeah, so I'll just show you Amy's before I do the dark lines. But that's Amy's.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
I'm really pleased.
That is awesome, Ames.
Alright, let's do our dark lines.
Alright, so let's do the dark lines real quick. Alright. Now again, I'm going to start with the nose. I'm going to circle that out because that's already there. And then I'm going to dark that in. Then I'm going to do this. Just a little flick like that. I'll do this round a bit. Do this round a bit. I'll go around like that. And now, this is an opportunity as well for you to modify any of the lines. Like if you think it needs to be a bit fatter, a bit thinner, you can do that. So I've done his teeth. I'm going to just give him more of a... I gave him a little bit of a whoopsie doodle there. That's an official name for it. Did the top there. His underside. Then I'm going to do this eye. And again, I felt like I did those circles a bit small. So now I'm going to make them a bit bigger. The inside circle a bit bigger. Yeah, that's better. And I think I did these a bit big, so I'm just going to make them smaller. And then flip. I like these whiskers, so I'm just going to try and get them. And then like that. Now, remember I did 2 lines there? I like the bottom line, so I'm just going to go. Now notice I didn't go all the way over here. I didn't go all the way over. I just went to this line here. Because what I want to do is, when I did Batman the other day, I did his eyes, and then I did the top, and I went like that, and then did his ear like that, and then his other ear, I did like, I want to do that again. I just want this line to go up there like that. And then I'll finish this ear off because I've started it. So then that should just go, maybe bring it in a bit like that. Beauty. And then this one. Remember now that I did that sharp at the start, but I want it to be curved. So I've gone up and around. Up and around. Down like that. And then back up. Now, I know I'm going a bit faster than Ames, but that's alright because you just do this in your own time. I'm just showing you how my final thing. I'll do this one really quickly again. So, round. Colour, 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 colour. Whisker, 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 pushka. Crazy, guys. Colouring.
Hunter's missed it. That's alright, Hunter. In about 10-15 minutes, the video will be up and you'll be able to watch the whole thing from start to finish all over again.
And Hunter, mate, if you want, we'll talk soon. And if you have any problems with it, mate, you just flick me a message and I'll help you out, mate.
Yeah,
Hunter's a kid I've known for a while, and he's a legend artist.
We might be able to organise a one-on-one, Hunter.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Now, what I want is, you know how the other day when we did Batman and we did a little bit of shading?
Yep.
I don't want to colour in the whole bunny. I just want to do some shading.
Some shading?
Yeah, show me how to do that.
I suppose...
You want the purple or the pink?
Yeah, so what I... probably the... Yeah, this one's... Purple's good.
Or the red?
That's cool. This will do. So what I do... I don't do much with this one. But I do a bit under there. And then I do a bit over here. And then I'll do a bit. Now, see, you've got to think what's on top and what's underneath. So this ear is casting a bit of a shadow like that. And probably a bit up there from there too. From over here. See, the ear is flopping over that. So that's going to cast a bit of a shadow too. Alright, so I might do a bit there. Alright. From here, I might also do, if the light's coming from this side, it'll be brighter on the top. And so, bit of shade there. And because his ear, this guy's ear, is in front of here, it's going to be a bit of shade there. Alright, maybe a bit under there. Bit on the back there, bit on there, bit there, bit at the bottom, bit there. His teeth, you do his teeth yellow if you like.
Because he's had too much chocolate.
He's had too much chocolate for breakfast. And again, the same. Now I'll shade this guy different. I'll shade him like a, I don't know, brown I suppose. Whatever this is. Again, I'll do it the same. Up there, I'm getting a bit messy now, but now I'm using textures because the pencils don't show up real good on the video, unfortunately. But if I was to do pencils, I've got some drawings that I've done some pencils. I usually do like dark to light. I'll try and do it. I'll pick out where's those pencils.
I got
these ones. Because what I do, that's a what I do, I do the voodoo that you do. Say I'm trying to pick a spot, just in here. What I do is I go dark to light, alright? So if I've got to go dark to light, I'll go really dark. And then I'll lighten it up. And then, see there's a very dark to light, so I want to smooth that out a bit. And then I'll just keep working it till it's darker, lighter, lighter, lighter. Until there's nothing.
Oh, that's really cool. I think that's a bit beyond me though.
Yeah.
But that's really cool.
But I would do that from here, say, I hope this works, but I'll do that really dark and then quickly make it lighter. And then I want that to be darker than here, but I'd still do a light shade there. And I'm doing it really quick, but I'll do like a light shade there. Darker there. I don't think this is popping up, but you get the idea. Do that. And a lot of it is practice. It's hard to do it. When I first started doing this, it was hard. But I practiced and practiced.
Yeah, everything's hard to start with, but once you get the hang of it. Like, and I think about that with my drawing. Like, I couldn't draw hardly anything at all. And then in 3 lessons with you, I feel like my drawing has gotten so much better.
Yeah, so Amy's drawing is looking good. So I'll actually show you Amy's real quick.
Wait 1 second. I'm just going to go.
And then we'll have chocolate for lunch. Oh, yeah, and that's the other thing I want you to do before you finish. Now, usually we do it before and after. I didn't do it this time. You got to sign your artwork. So I'm going to sign mine, Duane James 2020. And I want you to write how old you are. So I'm 42.
You're not 42, surely.
I'm 42, honey. So there. So that's Amy's. Amy signed hers. She hasn't written her age, but that's fine. And then, look at that.
That's really cool.
Look at that.
Yeah, I feel like I've gotten so much better.
3 bunnies. I don't want to fold it, but yeah. Awesome. That's it.
Thanks, Duane.
Chocolate for lunch. Thanks, everyone. Now, again, I asked you if when I post a video, repost a video, if you could put your photos underneath for me.
Or get Mum and Dad to help you put your photos in.
That'd be awesome. And then I'll get to posting the Batman ones up on the page like I did the Homers, and I'll do the same with these Easter bunnies. Happy Easter!
Happy Easter!
And have a good weekend. Have a safe weekend,
We'll see you
guys.
next week.
See you next week. Cheers.